My life is not the life to envy. I assure you that. So listen to this. Today I started this lawnmower. I got gas. And I started this lawnmower. I got 4 lawnmowers. This one started right up. This is the other one that I have here. I damaged this one running over something and I had to get the welder to weld it back. And so this burned through when he was welding. But anyway, this is not starting now. But I didn't do nothing with the carburetor, and I didn't empty it out, and I saw debris in it. But it's not starting. And let me think. Let me see. Hold on. Let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna take this off of tomorrow or something like that, or the day after, or Monday, and I'm gonna pour some gas in there and try to start it that way. But let's try it right now. Why is that like that? Hold on, let me put this down. Nope. Well, the other 2 lawnmowers at the other house, those are for the tenants, because they always break them. I got Lola, the hot body Corolla, clean the other day. I had been neglecting her. I started the Scion. Today and put more gas in her. For now, yes. What's up, little baby? Pretty girl. I'm so delighted to see you. So delighted to see you. 3. Oh, you're opening up for me now? 4, 5, 6, 8, 2. And I guess you'll be here next week. You 2, you 3. Look at these beautiful girls. I had this put in when I had the HVAC system done, and it's kind of unusual to have it on the driveway side, but this is the side where the utilities are, like the telephone poles, electrical wires, and so the other wall on the other side is a virgin wall, so I wanted to keep it that way, so I was like, you'll put it here, which doesn't make sense because my driveway's narrow, and when I eventually rent this house out, it's going to get hit. Oh, look, it needs a screw there. And yeah, anyway, but look, more beautiful flowers. I cut the grass today while I started the lawnmower. So there it is. All right. Now this is what I did. This is why my life is not anything to envy at all. So this right there is a 6mm, 100-foot roll of 6mm plastic. It's for a vapor barrier. I'm using it for a vapor barrier. I also use it for my trench, for the water diversion thing. I'm trying not to court a bunch of women, so I do a lot of physical work. And so I've been here day after day, putting down this, emptying this out, getting rid of the rocks, getting rid of the old tape, getting rid of as many of the tree roots as I could that were growing in here, and then putting the vapor barrier down. It's 10 feet wide. That roll is 10 feet wide, 100 feet long. So I had to cut like 25-foot pieces, and then there was problems because in most cases it's not thankfully when I bought this house it already had electricity down here. So like right here going down this way, there's really no obstructions. That pole right there, it's just clean run. But most of the time, especially over there, it was interrupted. I had poles, that HVAC system, and so I had to cut and go around and do stuff. And so this was really filthy because putting it in there, I was coming in and out and getting very, very dirty. So in the last 2 days, 3 days, I've been sweeping it as I put the seam tape in between the different pieces of plastic. Like for example, this piece of plastic is 10 feet wide, 25 feet long, or whatever it is. And then that piece over there, I put it down there, and then I had to put the seam tape in between so that way no moisture can creep in between the 2 pieces of plastic and come up into the crawl space. The purpose of this is it'll be cleaner, it'll be neater, it'll be less moisture coming into the crawl space, and the moisture in the dirt kind of goes into the living space, And so hopefully that HVAC system will last long because electrical work will not be exposed to so much moisture. And this kind of air will be cooled off so the AC won't have to run as much and the heat won't have to run as much. Well, I'm going to take you inside and show you my work. Hold on, let me lower this so if I post this, YouTube doesn't shut that down. So one of the problems that I had was if you remember what I just said a few moments ago, like this piece was kind of an easy run. It was like 10 feet wide and I just rolled it down here. It was, the only obstruction was that. But the thing is, when I got to this point here, I was like, well, do I cut around the water heater or do I actually go underneath it and just do it wall to wall to the foundation? And I opted to do it to the foundation. So what I did was I got a water hose to that. I drained it and went down the driveway. And then when it was like about 60% empty, it was enough for me to lift it up. And I just finagled the vapor barrier underneath there and put some of the wood back under there. And then here we are. And hopefully I didn't compromise anything with the top two things that stick out of there, the hot and cold water, the cold water intake and the hot water going out. I hope I didn't. We'll see in the future. All right, so this is the seam tape. See all those air bubbles? I guess I didn't do such a good job because you shouldn't have that in there, and it's all over. Anyway, but it's going to capture a lot of the moisture. This already smells better, and so hopefully all the spider webs and stuff like that there'll be less in here because they were thriving in here, and the wood would be better off. All right, so I'm gonna give you a glimpse of how kind of thorough and complete I was about this. So this is a seam tape there. If I hired someone to do it, it would have been done so much quicker. And perhaps I should have done it that way. But I got a decent amount of time on my hands. And I was baptized January 8th, so I'm trying to abstain from sinning with like premarital sex. So this is how I exert my energy. And so here we go. So this pole, the support column, I cut around it, and over there I did the same thing under the water, under the HVAC, and over here was the seam tape. Actually, this side right here was the very first strip that I did. It was pretty straightforward. Just, you know, that column right there, I had to cut around and just roll it all the way through. Oh, and that too. And initially I didn't get under the jack. I just rolled it up until in front of it, and then I did the side with the water heater. And I was like, well, if I could do that, I'm gonna do this one too. Let me put my face mask on. I may sound a little muffled. And so I cut around the old water spigot, and then, you know, just taped it up as best I could. And so I thought that this tape was going to be where the bottom surface was adhesive and the top you pull off a layer of film, and then this would be adhesive, and you had to put it in between the two pieces of plastic. But that's not the case. And so what I did was I wasted a lot of vapor barrier because I went over 1 foot, 8 inches to 1 foot over, and I didn't have to do that. I probably could have saved 3 or 4 inches on each side, which would give me about 2 feet. 2 feet times 100, 200 extra square feet of vapor barrier, and I'm kind of short some. I'm definitely short a little bit, and so that would have helped me a lot. And so this is, so under there, it's the plastic is still there under the return. I think that's the return. I don't know the terminology for the HVAC system. And it gets tighter, you know, like now it's a really tight fit. Whereas before, when you can climb in, you had room, but now this is that's about 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 bricks high, and then it gets a little bit wider here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, definitely 5 bricks high. And over there, where the plumbing is, I had to do the same thing and go around it, work around it. So these are the staples that I used. I would have been better off getting 12-inch staples with a washer around it, because these are going to be easy to pull up and break right through there. If I had got it with the washer, the plastic would have been more secured. And if I got 12-inch staples, it would have went twice as deep in there, so it would have been more secure. But I'm going to put some of the surplus bricks around it just to hold it down. I'm going to post this video on YouTube. I'm going to send this video or I'm going to send some pictures to the people that gave me quotes on termite treatment and a vapor barrier, because I don't like having people come over and not hire them, but I want them to know that I can give the work to someone else. I just did it myself. Now I'm going to take some still pictures. Let me go further in here and be more complete. If I put this on YouTube, this might help somebody. So I'm going to go back here. See how dirty this is? Even this area I sweeped up, but it's just was a lot of dirt. It was a tremendous amount of dirt before I started sweeping. Oh, look, a spider. Look. What's up, spider? All right. So here's some images of the, this is under the bathroom. I realized a problem too with some of my plumbing. And the problem that I see is this. In that replacement pipe there, I don't know when that was done, a couple years ago, prior to me owning the house, more than a couple years ago. But anyway, that bottom U thing has a crack in it, and I can see that they try to put like that purple stuff along the lines of the crack, but it cracked even more. And I'm surprised water is not coming out. You can see where I put insulation in the pipes on the top. I did as much as I could. I still see the red and the white. That's hot and cold water piping that I had to insulate as well. Wow, look at all these nails. Huh, that's a lot of nails. That doesn't look like original work either. Anyway, so here we are. There was also I have a video of water leaking from up there somewhere, and I still don't know where it came from. I heard it in the house, and I went down in the crawl space, and I saw it just pouring out. I was like, what the hell is that? And I tried to get plumbers to look at it, and they couldn't identify where it came from. I did have the wax seat on the seating on the under the toilet bowl replaced, but I don't know if that was it or not. There's a lot of water. All right, I'm gonna cut this.